Buckeyes heading over to West Lafayette this week to play the Boilermakers to see if they can get one more win in the belt before they really start playing the big boys. Games in the future coming up. Penn State at home, and after that they play the Badgers on the road. So this is their last little warm-up week in the Big Ten before they really get real with those next two teams. There is a history here of Purdue winning big games like this, so I don't want to act like it's a foregone conclusion, but Ohio State should really have an easy time here in this game. Purdue's in a rebuild. They're also going through a new coach who's trying to figure out what his style is going to be here in West Lafayette. So to say that this is just one of those typical Purdue games, I don't think is being fair to Purdue. Purdue does not have the skill set. So Ohio State should win this game easily. So let's look forward and talk about the other things that are really going on as they get ready for the other two games. That's what I think this week's about. McCord has started to get some weird feedback. There was a weird posting by Marvin Harrison Sr., not Jr., talking about basically putting a photo up there mocking the play of Kyle McCord in the first half. Obviously, he played much better in the second half. That's weird. There's definitely a little bit of weird vibes right now with McCord. I think he's not, look, you cannot compare him to CJ Stroud. Cannot compare him to Justin Fields. It doesn't mean he's not a good quarterback. He's not an elite or great quarterback. It doesn't mean he stinks. I think that comparison is very unfair. And I think McCord is good enough to win games in big spots and win games in the playoffs. Does not mean he's an elite quarterback. He's not. He is not C.J. Stroud. He's not Justin Fields. Does he need to come out firing more early in games? Yes, he does. But I think this undue weirdness about McCord's not fair. Travion Henderson, according to Coach Day, will be back. That's a good thing for the running game. The running game was non-existent against Maryland. I think they should have an easier time against Purdue, but they do need to get this running game ramped up. And this offensive line that has been very questioned and has been, an anxious thing all year for Buckeyes fans is kind of coming to roost, sadly. They are not getting the blocks they're needed to on Saturdays. It'll be something to watch in this game. They should be able to run the ball against Purdue. And then finally, with all that's being worried about the defense, about worrying about the offense, just remember the defense is really good. Top 10 nationally in a lot of categories, and most importantly in points allowed, which they're third best right now. So Ohio State's defense has taken a leap forward. They look far different. Again, they're going to get tested against Penn State and really tested against the Badgers and Michigan down the road, but so far so good. And most importantly on offense, don't forget you have Marvin Harrison Jr., who seems to enjoy Kyle McCord, is having a great, great season. Buckeyes and Boilermakers, stay tuned to BelieveInTheLand.com. Also go to @officialCleveland Sports after the game.